life. Beautiful. All right. It is my hope that you have been well and that you've been having a great time. Amazing. Awesome. That looks good. Can't complain, really. I think that looks good. I think that looks good there. I hope that looks good there. All right. So I shuffled the Starseed Oracle before, and I got the Golden Children. So I'm going to start by reading this. Oh, funny bone. Oh my goodness, that just really hurt. The Golden Children. Okay, starts with a T. Sorry, I didn't look at that. What? Am I reading the right book? Yeah. Child of the Cosmos. No, the Golden Children. A, B, C, D, E, F, O, G. The Golden Children. Okay, I probably should have flipped to this before, but anyway, here we go. How are you? How are you? Hello. All right, so first card here, we have the Golden Children. So this is all about inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So, Golden Children and Children of the Sun are highly advanced, extreme intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. The Golden Children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it in early life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so they're not supported in the right ways. They struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you are being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or new beginnings with sweet, tender love, to nurture and nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as the journey through this great adventure called life. To remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. How can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? That's really beautiful. I like that as a starting place. I think it invites you to remember remember your inner child and give yourself the opportunity to demonstrate tenderness. Tenderness is something that the world very much needs right now. G'day! It's Elemental Cartomancy. How are you? Good morning. It is 6:16 in the afternoon here. 6:17 just now. How are you? I'll have to catch up with you through DMs or something after the chat. How you been? G'day, Dong Q. How are you? All right. So I'm going to pull from Mike Orion's deck. All right. I invite my ancestors, God, Source, Universe, angels of the highest white light, Please be present now as I enact this act of divination for the collective purpose of bringing messages for the highest good of all who interact, all who connect, and all who resonate. Thank you for giving everyone discernment to know what is for them and what is not for them, what they should walk away from and what they can walk towards. Okay, so first things first, on the table, I'm seeing the Star and the Five of Pentacles. All right. My laptop screen has gone dark, and so chat, I will catch up with you at 9 cards. I don't want too many, Spirit, all at once. I don't know, Five of Pentacles feels like it's supposed to be in the middle today. Or the High Priestess. Okay. So I have 9 cards. Ace of Pentacles is upright in here. Knight of Swords, Two of Cups, Page of Wands. That's it. It's 3 cards that have come out. 4 cards that have come out. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are upside down. Because normally I leave anything that goes upside down, I push them out into the external 12. And then the ones that are upright, I give them the opportunity to be what's coming through that we recognize, that we can see, that we can work with, work on. So I guess that means that becomes 1. That becomes 2. That becomes 3. And that becomes 4. Okay. But which of these is the next ones? So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then the first card that's upside down is the Foundation. So that's cool. Okay. All right. So I have a cute little order. I will read these cards now while I shuffle out the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 22. Thank you. All right. Let's have a look at this. Beautiful. Well, thank you for keeping me company while I read the energy of the collective. Anybody that tunes in and anybody that has stayed tuned in since the start, yeah. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for your patience. I've shuffled the cards. I've now got enough of a picture of where I can start telling you the story of the energy. Right? I have welcomed in ancestors. I have welcomed in source, God, creator, universe. Now I want the density, the layer. What layer do I want? I want incense. So here we go. Archangel Raphael, specifically. Archangel Raphael, Uriel, and Michael. Please be present here now. Archangel Gabriel, you too. Archangel Metatron, you also be present here now and always I deliver messages to the collective for the highest good of all, those that connect and even those that connect energetically. I thank you for the opportunity to sit here and now in the presence of you, Divine Creator Source, and I ask that you always allow people to take what resonates and to leave what does not. Today, we have the black and white zodiac. I can give you the Daikomyo with this as an opening. It's just a healing rune to make sure that all the energy that goes through the camera to you is, sorry to break the fourth wall, but anyway, the camera to you is clean, healing, and for your greatest good, for the intentions of the greatest good of all who connect. Thank you, Spirit, Source, Consciousness, for being here now. Woo! All right, so I've had a couple of days off. I absolutely love taking days off, which is beautiful. When you are on days off, you actually get time to regenerate your juices, your internal juices, whatever's giving you creativity, whatever's giving you life, I guess. Isn't that what it gives you? It gives you life. So g'day, Fikri, how are ya? Da 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 da. Okay, just doing a mic check. Sorry, everyone. Hello. Is it Salamat Pagi for the Philippines? How are you? I love connecting with people around the world. Anyway, let's get started. So the very first card that appears in the energy of this reading today is... Isn't it fun when you get new toys and stuff that you don't know if they'll have a purpose, but then when the purpose sort of arrives, it's like, oh, of course. Anyway, it's very good. Karen, thank you for saying hello from the Philippines. How are you? At the center of this reading, I have the Five of Pentacles. So, Five of Pentacles energy is all about, in the upright at least, worry, feeling left out, or disappointment. And in the reverse, this is regret, poverty, or loneliness. Now, before you all run away from this reading, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a snapshot of the internal energy, the energy that you can work with. So in terms of anywhere in your life, you can take a look. If it fits, try and figure it out. If it doesn't fit, don't try and figure it out. If you understand, you understand. So things that you can take to your spiritual closet are things that should be resonating. Things that don't resonate with you shouldn't be going to your spiritual closet. So now that I've said that, if any of those 6 things stand out for you, no matter what position it's in, so again, worry, feeling left out, disappointment, regret, poverty, and loneliness, that's fine. Because if you've noticed, and if you were cautious, and if you gave Spirit the opportunity that it needs to demonstrate to you, woo, sorry, I'm playing with a light and it's trying not to blind myself. There we go. All right. Because it was starting to blind me from the glare. You've noticed probably that when you're pushed into a corner that you don't necessarily enjoy, this moment is when you actually have the most opportunity to step forward. Some people might call this rock bottom, but really what it is a bedrock. It's something that can't be sunk beneath. It's a place in your stability, even when you're tested, where you don't fall beneath. So everybody will have a different benchmark here. For you, collective, it may be that it's a moving benchmark. You're able to meet certain deadlines when you need to, and otherwise you're making your appointments and you're paying all your bills. So this is what I'm talking about. From that place, you have every dollar accounted for. And because you've got every dollar accounted for, you know what moves and what steps you can take to move forward. When you do this, when you do step forward into your own authority, into your own world, I want to say there. Why do I want to say world? There's only 2 pentacles, and the 9th card is another pentacle, Page of Pentacles. So 3 pentacles in the reading today. This is interesting. This is interesting because it's only been 2 days since the last reading. But last time we were just starting the Court of Swords, and now in this reading there's only 1 sword. 3 pentacles, 3 major arcana, and a wand and a cup, which makes sense to me. What did you do? You're upgrading again? You're leveling up again? Do you know the energy that came through with that Golden Light Children reading that I did at the very beginning? If you rewinded back to the beginning, you will have gotten that message, actually. That card is really giving me a lot of it's a lot of energy. It's like untapped energy that you had within you, and then once upon a time you may not have known that you were able to tap into that at your need, at your choosing. And so now that you've made space in your life, made space in your mind, made space in your reality, you're giving yourself the opportunity more and more and more to stand in this strength. And this strength here is giving you the opportunity to walk where you need to walk, talk where you want to talk to who you want to talk to, because this is appearing in your creativity and your intellect. So you're moving into a position of strength within your own mind, within your own reality. And it's giving you the strength to do what you need to do. You're no longer hiding behind the guise of light. You've done your shadow work. You know that when things need to move or things need to be removed, you're willing to remove them, and you do. That card all of a sudden gives me very King of Pentacles energy. It actually came up in a personal reading. That's been coming up a fair bit in personal readings, actually. That's Leo energy with that strength card. That's why. Okay. So then you're moving in this strength now, and it's in the mind. It feels like you've graduated this you've graduated this mind field, this mindscape where before you couldn't cross it. You weren't able to fully cross into the experience, and now that you are, you're showing up, at least in your career and the wisdom that you're bringing to that career, you're showing up as the star. So star energy is all about, this is 17, I think, XV2, yeah, 17. So this is all about happiness, spirituality, hope, good fortune, faith. What you're doing, you're standing in your own light, you're standing in your own power, you're moving in a way that is conducive with your reality. And because you're doing your bit, because you have become aware of what your place within this whole experience is, you're showing up as the star. So in your day, whatever it looks like, you may be a fellow tarot reader on YouTube, you may be a content creator, you may be an artist, you may be a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, a helicopter pilot, a drone pilot, a Uber driver, like whatever it is. But by you showing up in that reality because you want to now, you're immediately presenting as the star. And so the opportunities that come to you from now are really going to be solidified, and they're going to feel as if they're in full alignment with all of the love that you've got and all of the connections that you're wanting to establish. They're going to feel like they're coming about now, because this is a pentacle. This can sometimes be referred to as a coin or even a seed. And really, it feels like you've gotten the celestial go-ahead. You got the celestial go-ahead to continue pouring out in the way that you have. So this is just going to continue bolstering your ambition. This is going to continue pouring. The universe pretty much is going to continue giving you a renewed ambition. It's going to continue pouring in prosperity for you. And it's going to continue providing opportunities because you are actually taking them. You know and understand that by you just showing up in the world as yourself, even if you're going to purchase groceries, is coming out. By you being at the right place at the right time, and now even knowing that when you feel a resistance, that something may be where you're wanting to go, but having a resistance of going. The only reason why I say that is because I get the Page of Wands in the willpower and emotion. So this to me is telling me that you're very quick to trust your gut now. You're very quick to trust that internal fire, that internal light that has been guiding the way for you for quite some time. This card here is all about curiosity, creativity, and enthusiasm. So when that energy exists within you, and that is the energy source that you are driving yourself forward with, it's not a surprise what the next card is. It's the High Priestess, and this is the reflection position in the reading. When this is in the reflection position, it's also telling me what you, as part of your collective, are becoming, which is so much more intuitive, deeply intuitive. Divine feminine, tapping into your divine feminine. Your spirituality may be deepening, or you may be exploring it. And your emotions, the amount of control that you've got of your emotions, it's like you getting to the point where you're ready to live your life exactly the way that you want to, and you knowing what you have to do exactly the way that you have to do it, because you've been told. Spirit has been guiding you. Spirit has been showing you. Spirit has even been leading you to the right connections. I'm sensing right now. You've been led everywhere that you need to go, and everywhere that you've gone had a purpose. Everything that you've gone through had a purpose. It doesn't feel like there is any mistakes anymore. This channel's huge. I thought it might be after coming back after a couple days, but yeah, the reason I say what I say is because Two of Cups energy comes out. This is all about harmony, cooperation, and partnerships. And when this is in the passions expressed, it tells me that you've been connecting with the right people. You're connecting with people who are now giving you energy to do and fulfill the things that you want to do, that you want to achieve. It's no longer a matter of somebody needing to light your fire so that you can continue. It's all about you having your own fire lit so that when you do attend collective, it's an experience that is energetically giving, and it's giving abundance. Everybody comes to the table abundantly, knowing exactly that they can dig deep if they need to. They can dive deep under that water, and they can go and get that fish, but also knowing that we can feed ourselves, therefore come to the table unhungry, and then nobody is energetically fiending against anybody. It's just energetically balanced and beautiful passions here. Because the way that we get to that Two of Cups is through these two cards here. So you've found your internal strength, and then you've been willing to allow your inner child to take somewhat the lead, is what I'm feeling here. Because every time that you do let your inner child take the lead, I think you're starting to notice as well, collective, that the energy doesn't run out the same way. It continues to flow in a certain way. And now I'm not asking or teaching you how to energetically siphon your own inner child. I'm actually teaching you how to revive your inner child. It's giving your inner child air, giving your inner child space, giving your inner child water when it's thirsty, like taking care of your inner child as though it was a human living child that needed to be looked after, right? Because once upon a time you were. And we do go through phases where we're not feeling our strongest. Why am I going here, Spirit? What's happening here, Spirit? Oh, we're moving into night territory. Think for your view. Bye. I don't need recommendations like that. Thank you. All right. So this Two of Cups energy. Why does emphatically connecting with people? So because it's an internal 9. Yeah, it's an internal 9. All right, I've got 21 cards. Last card, please, Spirit. Tie this all together. Collective messages for the High Spirit Collective. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Here we go. Card 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be all right. Okie dokie. So, in the becoming position, who you are to be as you present to the world, you're presenting as the Knight of Swords energy. This is daring. This is ambitious. This is single-mindedness. You know what you want. You're going for it. It makes sense because you did come off the back of strength. You've integrated two pretty huge messages here with strength and the star coming out before you became this Knight of Swords, right? And this Knight of Swords is sort of telling, I'm looking back again at the Five of Pentacles. You're about to break this energy. Really? Spirit? You're about to break this energy for good. You're about to be standing in the Six of Pentacles energy for some time. And I have 3 dogs barking all around. Thank you, Hecate. So you're going in and finding your own internal strength, you're going in and becoming your own internal star, you knowing that you're doing everything that you want to do and you're moving in the direction that you know that you're supposed to be going. That's what's bringing about this that's what's bringing about this Page of Pentacles expression for you, this foundational energy. Page of Pentacles is all about being studious, being determined, and taking new opportunities. So internally, I'm seeing there are 3 court cards. Perfect. 3 courts, 3 pentacles. I don't know. You're in conversations about finances, about business, acquisitions. Acquisitions, really? Wow, you're expanding a lot is what I'm feeling. And it's got you feeling like the Page of Pentacles. Like everywhere you go, energy is available for you to read and interpret and see. And that's happening quickly. No way. Yeah, 8 of Wands. And Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah. This space is protected. This space is designed to block out any negative energies from coming in. I call in all of my angels, and yeah, anyone that's not supposed to be here is bound in their own workings and is asked to politely leave. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I want you to know. Oh, so High Priestess and Page of Pentacles. I just want to remind. So Divine Feminine, intuition, spirituality, and emotions. And then Page of Pentacles is all about being studious, determined, and taking new opportunities. Whatever it is that you're doing, collective, your willingness to participate with reality exactly how you feel like is what's causing all of these shifts, all of these changes. So every time you take a step forward, it's like you trust in the universe now in a way that allows you to just take steps, and you move in accordance with the energy that's being shown to you. Can't make it up. Temperance. Temperance. In the first position. So this is how you're identifying. On the outside, this is the external. This is number 1 on the clock. Yourself and your identity. You are coming through as patient, balanced, very accepting, resolute, and moderate. You're not coming out in excess. You're not showing up and needing to take all of the light. You're integrating messages at a rate that is interesting for people to watch and follow, because they can continue to use the example for their own lives is what's coming through. Because they're not stealing, they're not taking, and you're not stealing, you're not taking. You're actually coming to the table quite strong here. You're presenting your cup full and overflowing for others to take from. And this is really, really cool energy to be reading on. Doesn't feel as though the 4 of Pentacles energy is having such an impact, such a negative impact. But as I flip the next card, it's like, oh, okay, maybe there is the values and the discipline here. The second card on the clock, this card here is all about the feelings of inequality, separation, or disharmony. So I will tack in here, I will clue in here that not everybody in your experience is going to have a good experience. What do I mean by this? I mean, the people who you're no longer resonating with, the people that you move away from, the people that you energetically cut yourself off from, they're not going to be feeling like you're a super loving, super caring individual. They might feel a little bit butthurt. And do you know what? There are toys for that. And there's even some ointment. It's not your responsibility to adult an adult. They're not your child. They're not your children. And I think the more that you realize this is the only reason that you're coming, at least to the collective, being very aware of how this looks. Being very aware. Hold on. 4 of Cups. In reverse, this is clarity, acceptance, and new ambitions. What did I read before? Maybe I read the upright. Clarity, acceptance, and new ambitions. What did I read before? Because I was looking down here, I'm like, this is strength. This is Knight of Swords. So this is really good. You actually know exactly where you're going, and you have been doing this for a while. Sorry, disregard the previous moments. I think I read something wrong. I've got a quick reference up here. But, do you know, sometimes that distracts me more than anything than helps me, especially if I don't read it at the beginning. If I read it throughout, it sort of, I don't know. I don't know to have references or not, but sometimes it's like your attention goes somewhere, and that's sort of important. intuitively. That's why I have all of the things set up and set around me, because different things will draw my attention. And then even holding on to this, it's like, oh, okay. Chakra clearing, crown, third eye, throat, root, sacral, heart. Because energy goes so many different places all at once. And it can. And something just told me to clear the air, so I did. Alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright. So Four of Cups is clarity, acceptance, and new ambitions. And this is where your values and your disciplines are. It makes sense. You've been able to do this internal work. You're coming to the collective in a different energy. It's not like you're needing the collective's validation or even awareness anymore. You're doing what you're doing because you know the impact that it has had on your life, and you know how much you needed, because this Four of Cups energy in reverse is always telling me, like, there's emotional depth here. Something has, you have transcended some kind of emotional blockage that has given you the ability to stand stable. Like, when these cups are upside down, yeah, no, you can't feel them as much, but also if they're underwater, like, I don't know why I get that feeling. Underwater, a cup underwater will hold whatever is put into it. So then, if you blow bubbles into a cup underwater, or even into a container at depth, as you surface, the container might explode because it's under pressure. And that's because air, when it goes down, it shrinks. Like air as a mixture, not like oxygen, but air. Air condenses in size. So if you're down at one atmospheric bar of pressure, that's 10 meters ish, 10.5. Your body is under a different kind of pressure, and the oxygen actually shrinks. But so that's why it's so important that you release your air slowly as you're coming up, and also completely before you come up, so that then your lungs don't pop, like literally pop. King comments. Are you bored? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you go through people's lives and try to chat them into a conversation match? I guess that is content, isn't it? Win hands down. I wouldn't fight you. I have no reason to. I don't even know who you are. So thank you for your view, but I will be hiding you from the channel now. Bye. And I mean, that depth that comes from experiencing the Four of Cups, sorry guys, that depth that comes from experiencing the Four of Cups is really hard-earned. So it's really actually amazing that when you come back to the collective experience, you're able to just shrug things off. You're not interested in participating in any kind of dick measuring contest, so you leave it to one side. And if you are, you're probably not on my channel, and I can say as much on this term that I like, because it's going to piss those peoples off. I'm not a porn star. I don't need a big dick. I could have one, you know. I don't know, but I'm not measuring. I don't care. I'm celibate. I hang out by myself for the most part because people are drainers, especially unevolved people. I don't think I even attract unevolved people to this channel. Like, I think I attract low vibrating, highly evolved people, but for whatever reason, they're choosing to dwell in their low vibration, and so be it. So be it. But go and do it somewhere else. Go and start your own channel and do it somewhere else. Literally. like I did. I can hang as much shit as I want from this platform, but I don't really want to use the time for that, especially not during a collective reading. So excuse me again for ranting, but anyway. We have the Chariot coming out in the communication and innovation position. So this is the third position on the clock. This is all about travel, control, action, and willpower, using your determination the way that you want to. On the back of the Knight of Swords, this makes sense. So you're now knowing exactly where you need to go, you know how to move in the way that you want to move, and you're willing to participate with reality as it meets you. Why is the energy of Tasha coming through here? You want to go low? I'll go 6 feet under. Definitely the vibe. Like I'm like doing this to like save my life from everything that I've ever gone through and moving through everything that I've ever moved through and doing my best not to let my shadow come out. Because honestly, the shadow games, they're not so interesting. Deviating here for a moment on the Chariot. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately, and oh my goodness, the shadow games are funny. You need a Millennium item to engage or to participate, but then once you've got a Millennium item, it's like you can pull people into shadow games, which is interesting because for the most part, when you do damage to someone's life points, their soul is deteriorated. Now that's pretty brutal for a cartoon of anime, and I know I used to watch it on Cheese TV in the morning, every morning actually before I went to school. I used to go and watch Cheese TV. Do 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 do. And I don't know how Yugi does it. It's probably because he's got Yami Yugi inside of his Millennium item. He has the ability to tap into his higher self whenever he wants to. All he has to do is sort of, I don't know if he closes his eyes, but when the Millennium item starts shaking and all the light starts coming out, I think he's looking up or looking towards the jewel, and then, I don't know, that TV series was not for children. Soul sacrifice, capturing people's souls, leaving their bodies in comatose states, like, whoa. And then the trippiest thing, the reason that I've started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, actually, like the actual reason, is because one of these people that I follow on YouTube, what's her name, actually? I don't know, but she was in Egypt at one point. She's a beautiful girl, beautiful, beautiful girl, has the most abundant energy that I've ever encountered. She's just so willing to participate with collective and share insights that, and even share sites of things that she's participating with. But yes, she went through and showed us some of the hieroglyphs that were on the wall of the tombs or inside of the pyramids, and I saw what looked like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fight. It was literally like these two pharaohs or these two Egyptian people, and underneath them it looked like two speech bubbles, but inside of the speech bubbles were like, they looked like characters or individuals, people, like monsters, something like this. And then anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does a big deal of crossing that into, crossing their content into ancient Egypt anyway, so it's very Egyptian-ish looking, and yeah, so all of that to say, I don't know. Welcome, Yugi boy. Let's see what the cards have for you. So that was all about willpower. I'm sorry, that was such a big deviation, but that TV show, that movie, it's all about the Chariot and the energy of the Chariot, using your own willpower, your determination to take action, to take control of your reality and really travel in the direction that you know you want to move in. I feel as though if you understood how big and small you are, collective, the people that I'm reading for, because I believe that you're readers, I believe that you're people who are into giftings. I believe that you're people who come around and look for confirmations. Why? Because that's how intuition works. If you're somebody who can't get out of the house, then maybe you're looking for it from other readers who are able to get out of the house, who are able to show content for you to skim through and scan with spirit, with source, for what is for your collective experience and what you need to speak on. Because this is an important part of how we're moving forward. Before, all the information was gate kept, and I am someone who stands against gatekeeping. I was named a gatekeeper in the coven that I participated with, while I learned quite a few different religions and ideals. And really, ultimately, I decided that information should be shared so fluidly, so freely. It shouldn't be held. It shouldn't be hoarded. It shouldn't be controlled by anybody. And I think that that's a big part of what this world is slowly going to move towards. And I wish it was quicker, but I don't know that the powers that be want that to happen for the world. I don't know that the world is ready for that kind of freedom. I don't know that we, the collective, are ready to have 100% sovereignty over our entire lives and take responsibility for everything that occurs within our reality, within our existence. And I know that what I'm talking on is a bit heavy here, especially for the chariot, but when you're aware of your own power, when you're aware of your own light, when you're aware of your own strength that comes from within you, deep within you, because you have been with the experience, with the full experience of this universe unfolding, expanding since the very beginning. There is no difference between what was occurring back then as it's unfolded to what is occurring now. We don't know really what speed it's moving at. We have been able to ascertain a time that we can track and measure, but even we can't be sure that that measures anything except for our planet's spot within the galaxy, within the universe. And so when you move and shift and shake different things that you've been taught, different understandings, and make them make sense in a way that actually empowers you to use it as a tool, to use it as a stepping stool to stand on, and know it's a foundation that hasn't been practiced by you perhaps, but has been practiced by your species for a millennia, for a thousand millennia, for 100,000 years, 200,000 years. Our species is continuously trying to continually adapt and evolve with the seasons, with the expression as it presents itself to us. And the more and more that we wake up to the experiences we're having it, or could be having it, the more and more we invite everybody to attend and participate in the same way. And I feel like I have spoke way too long on the third card, so now I'm going, oh, that's why. The fourth card here is the world, and that is probably why that download came through just before this. So this is the home, this is the inner world, and if you've been paying attention to the readings and you've been cruising along with it, then really you know that this is the ascendant path that we're going on. The positions on the clock is just the ascendant path, and what I mean by that is here we're at the home inner world. That's the fourth house. And your fourth house right now is showing up as the freaking world. Completion, accomplishment, fulfillment, wholeness. Are you joking? Even if someone figured out how to stop you with this chariot thing, even if someone figured out how to make you feel like you're in this Four of Cups, but then you turn it around and you realize, oh, I know what's happening here. I know how to walk through this. Your inner world, because four for me is all about the stability, like your throne, where you fully feel, and I really feel like you're in a place of power. You've connected with your lower self. You've connected with your higher self. You have integrated the different aspects, and the different light and shadow aspects comes through there. And that's coming through with this card here, the Two of Cups. You've integrated that in a way. And I mean, this is why I'm saying it, because it's the younger aspect, the lower self, and then it's the higher self that's coming through here. You were able to balance this equation for yourself. And so reality is real. Oh my goodness. That's why the Five of Pentacles is in the middle. Because you're showing up with these Five Pentacles, and now you're not showing up expecting to meet anyone. You're actually meeting reality, and you're allowing reality to bring Five Pentacles to you. And so you've not got lack in your experience whatsoever. Right now, here and now. Holy shirt balls. That's for someone. Whoa. Okay. And then you open this portal, this world, and then your creativity and passions are something that you can actually sit back and rest on. That came through so clearly just then. You can rest on the things that you've invested your time and energy in. They're going to bear fruit. And this card here, I'll just tell you what it means. This is all about growth, patience, and gratitude. And you are collective. You are. The energy that comes through here is because you've done this work, because you've looked inside, because you've been willing to look at what needs to be done and what needs to shift and what needs to change. That's what's giving you the permission to actually wait. That's like your higher self is telling you, no, hold on. Hold 1 second, hold 1 minute. And you do. This is why your creativity is just like, the energy feels like a vine. It feels like vines growing up, the trellis that you've set, and then the fruit growing as it's growing up already. And then this energy as well, on the back of the world, on the back of you experiencing this home and inner world, major arcana moment. Yeah, Spirit's just like, chill, rest. You know what's coming, and you're going to move forward towards it at a pace that's comfortable. So continue to do so. What the fork? Okay. Sorry, I also watched The Good Place, so I've got the shirt balls and fork stuck in my head. So your work, your health, or what you're embodying at the moment is the Emperor. Now, this energy has been showing up a lot in my reality, and what I mean by that is stinging nettles specifically. The book that I've got that tells me all about my herbs, I've got a playlist on different herbs that have been appearing, and yeah, the stinging nettle is pertinent to the planet Mars, and that's very like Aries, and the Emperor represents Aries. So I know that that's a bit of a jump, but then also a lot of people have been bossing up. Like a lot of the people that I've been participating with as part of the collective, they've been bossing up, they've been leveling up. Different people have been achieving different milestones and even becoming aware of different milestones that they've achieved when they weren't looking, because this is what's happening. You're just sitting in your position of power. You're sitting in your own authority and you're allowing yourself to show up in a way that's meaningful to you. And this is giving you almost like this perpetual energy machine within you, because you are taking rest. I'm seeing that. You're resting when you need to. You're taking a moment to rest and take a break when you need to. You're actually having meaningful relationships right now. And because you're standing in your own energy and in your own power, that's what I'm saying. You've got this perpetual motion machine operating with, through, and for you now, which is giving you the permission to sit on that Emperor's throne, which is ultimately 4 kings in one card, right? 4 kings in one card is what I'm sensing there. Hold on. I think I need to... What is this Emperor energy? Because it's being experienced on your external, because you're able to participate more meaningfully, because you want, for not much at the moment, you're actually in a spot where you're able to give. You're in a spot where potentially you could be hiring people. You could be opening up a business where multiple creative people come and sit and connect and grow their ideas. And I did say that was Aries energy. So it's like startup energy. Like you're in a place right now where you're looking to fund startups. Is this spiritually or overall? Overall. It's very interesting. Because 7 Pentacles, it makes sense, but then you coming through that world card as well. That's what makes it make more sense. So you're just in a new paradigm. You're in a new perspective. You're in a new mind space that gives you the ability to just be stable. The world, the 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then the Hierophant. So this is Taurus energies. Eris Taurus. What energies have we had in this already? We had Cancer with the Chariot. We had Leo with Strength. We have Sagittarius with Temperance. We have Aquarius with the Star. Oh my goodness. We've got Taurus with the Hierophant, and we've got Aries with the Emperor. Like, I don't know. This is falling in your relationships and connections. You're using everything in your experience. You're using all of the knowledge. You're using all of the experiences that felt spiritual to you. You're lining them all up and you're moving forward. You know exactly where you want to go and you're moving forward. You are moving forward with this system that you've created for yourself. And why? Yeah, what the? You created this system for yourself. This card is all about skill, craftsmanship, and determination. And sorry, the Hierophant before was all spiritual wisdom, leadership, and tradition institutions. So you've been working on this. I don't know. Just now, I'm getting the energy of winching a ballista or a catapult, and it's a difficult process that requires your focus and attention. But then once it's ready, once that catapult or ballista is ready, you can just hit a little trigger and pew, and the whole circus imagery comes out there, but with a cannon. So then, are you about to propel yourself forward into your future somehow? Yeah. Yep. You it's like you gain this new found personal authority to move your human vehicle the way that you want to. You move into this beautiful new energy, like it shifts, it's like it fully clears up and clears out. And you shift into this energy, and then it's like a brand new world comes through Minecraft, or a brand new start comes through there. And all you have to do is wait for the right opportunity to open up and take it, because you've been showing up internally as this star. You've been rocking up to your life, and you've been showing it that you can participate meaningfully. You've been showing it that you're not taking more than is necessary. You're actually helping provide as well. And this is why you're given your throne. This is why you're given this Aries energy card in your workplace. It's like the recognition that you've been waiting for comes for you, and it comes for you because you're doing the work on the inside. You're not blaming the external reality for anything that you're feeling internally anymore. You're working through it internally, and now you're standing in this new God-given authority, your personal authority to just move in the way that you want to move, walk in the direction that you want to walk in, and having faith really that you're doing everything that you can to fulfill this purpose, this mission. And why does it come out that way? Because it's the Eight of Pentacles is the next card, and this is in the transformation in power. It's all you. It is all you, and it has always been you. Comes through there. So whoever this is for, whoever's resonating, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating in whatever way, capacity, shape, or form that you do. I really appreciate it. I have been on this mission myself for quite some time, and I know that it can be a long one. So keep going. We see you. We appreciate you. And we value you as part of the collective, whoever you are. Now, the High Priestess comes out as... internally, the connecting card to this is the High Priestess. And this card here is responsible for the wisdom or the soul call. Okay? King of Cups. King of Cups is all about love, balance, and creativity. For you to be internally presenting as the High Priestess, your intuition is on point, so you're knowing already. King of Cups, for me, is very psychic. It's a very knowing energy for within a card. And then when these two cards sit like as dominoes ready for you to present to the collective experience, what it's showing me is that you're following your intuition, you're following your gifting, your ascended level of authority. Like you're using your higher self to move forward now. You're moving forward in a way that could even surprise you wants to come through there. Because all that you're doing is allowing your inner child to lead the way, and you're allowing spirit to show you what you need to see. Ace of Pentacles here. And you're really taking full ownership of that moment and seeing things through. That is freaking awesome energy. Like, what the? Nine of Swords in the career and the legacy. Whew. This is worry. This is insomnia. This is suffering. Okay, shadow work moment. Not to scare off anybody from this, but shadow work moment. If your inner child gets concerned with like, oh, but what about the this part? What about the this part? And specifically in the 3D. So if you're like, oh, but where am I going to live? And where am I going to work? And how am I going to make money? And that can be really overwhelming, especially for Page of Wands energy. Like the messengers of the elements really are, they need the attention quickly so that then they can just be free of their message. They can be free of their energy. And it does. It really disperses from them very quickly. And it will disperse from you as well, is what I want to say. But in lieu of that, when this Five of Pentacles energy becomes overwhelming, that's when that Page of Wands can really have this expressive moment. But you being connected with your higher self, connected with your intuition, should know how to navigate these things by now. And so this may be an experience that you're having on the outside if you're not having it yourself. Whew, you may be worried for someone, or someone may be worried in your energy. But I feel more so, especially with the High Priestess there, it's more that you're aware of people's worries. You're aware of people's where people's attention is flowing, and because of your awareness, you're able to help them out of this quick burning energy. The Page of Wands there, like it doesn't get out of control, comes through there when you're around. Wow. So could be talking to an energy worker as well. Definitely with the King of Cups, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, Temperance, the World, especially the way the World looks in this deck. All right, last three cards. Hope you're good. Let's do a jingle jangle for a moment. Love them. So gorgeous. I went to a shop yesterday and there was one for sale for $159, and it happened to be a throat chakra one, which I loved. No, it was a third eye chakra one, which I loved. And it was so gorgeous. It was like, ooh. I don't know. I just love vibrations. I think that's why when I was in my clubbing days, I would just pretty much sit next to the speaker. Mind you, I was chemically... Mind you, as an adult, was making decisions, whatever. Definitely feeling some ecstasy. And it lasted a while. So yeah, anyway, don't know why I went there, but the vibrations, that's why I went there. I've always been a vibration type person. I think it really stems from my grandmother's influence and really introducing me into tarot. I mean, Well, one grandmother introduced me into Catholicism and tarot, and the other grandmother showed me Christianity and Reiki. So I've had a pretty cool, colorful, different few experiences. But yeah. So the 11th card here today, the collective purpose. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Why did the energy of a leader come through there? Yeah, you're showing people the way. It's like you're on your own journey, finding yourself within the collective, and you're on this path that people will be able to follow afterwards, because you're leaving records, you're leaving cups behind. And it's like, I want to say that it feels the way that colonialism affected the world, where they traveled with a bayonet in one hand and a Bible in another, and they colonized for in the name of civilization and God. Sorry, I've just got a tacky history with Spanish colonizers, and I live in a country that experienced the same. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the countries at now. I just wish Indigenous people had more. Yeah, full stop. Had more. It's leadership. It's like and this card here really pops out with it. You're moving in a direction. You've got this amazing depth about you now, and you're able to tap into it so quickly, so deeply. And when you come to the collective in this energy, it's healing. You actually heal the collective experience just by you showing up as yourself, by you allowing yourself the time that you needed to heal this, by you allowing yourself to increase your intuition where you needed to. It gave you this experience. It's giving you this experience. You know that the starlight, that the creative energy that began at the very beginning of everything exists within you. It exists within you, and so you know that when you move forward, you move towards what is yours. You move towards your destiny, and you move towards the things that are for you. 8 cups as well. So this may be a collective experience that you have with a few other people as well. Where are you sitting and where are you being fed? And that's what it's really coming across as. Where are you being fed versus where are you being fed on? Ugh, gross. I don't want to go there, Spirit. Where are you being fed on? There is another Leviathan message coming out, but it's in relation to the harvester. That's been the word that's been coming through the past 3 weeks, actually. Harvester. And then I started witnessing the harvester energy, so there will be a video that I'll upload eventually on harvester energy. Yeah. It's the looking back. All right. Where are they being fed? It's wherever they've got ties to the past. I guess the 10 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the High Priestess. I don't know who it is, whoever it is. Anyway, if you have felt like someone's tapping into your energy without your permission, I've got a few videos within playlists that you can look at. Just different herbs that you should be able to find in your local neighborhood for any cleansing type purposes. Otherwise, yeah. Interesting. But I'm not sure where I sit with that anyway. I'm not sure that I believe that other people can affect your willpower. And I really get to watch people hex themselves and curse themselves, and I don't know. Don't know if that's just because I am an energy worker, so I know how to turn spells into batteries, and I use them at my disposal. And even if people don't stop, then I just turn the entire link that they have to me into a battery, and then they exhaust themselves, which is nice. In the 12th position, this is the hidden strength, the soul. This is the 3 of Wands. You're growing. Your creativity and your self-expression is just It's unlike any other moment that you've had in your life before. I feel I am talking to a collective that is walking in their power, talking in their power, living in their power, and experiencing their power being fed back to them in the relationships that they connect with. That is 10 cups there. From the inside to the outside, you make a 10 of cups mission as well. Holy crap. Your relationships are becoming everything that you've needed them to be. You've done the internal healing. You've done the internal work in a way that is affecting your DNA. You're healing your ancestors. You're healing generational traumas. And I think you know that. And you're actually doing it in a way that other people can see and replicate for themselves as well. It's not like it's something that you're gatekeeping. Now, what could be the last card? Are you joking? This card is new beginnings, innocence, opportunity, and a leap of faith. Are you kidding? This is the equivalent of the bottom of the deck energy. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The crowd is here and the lights are on. You are about to take center stage. That's all I have to. That's like the easiest way to express the energy that comes through with that Fool card after everything that I have just said. And literally, it has been such a beautiful flowing energy since the Temperance all the way through to the Three of Wands, even to the Fool, the 22nd card of this reading. You have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? You have 9 major arcana in this reading. You're giving like Starseed generator energy. Do you know where Thor had to go and get his nerve? No, I don't know. Mjolnir? I don't know. I don't want to butcher it. He's too pretty. That required a star on the inside, and then it just shifts me into like Transformers as well. It's like the Allspark, and the Decepticons and the Autobots are both trying to preserve this spark. And for whoever this reading was for today, the energy that you're presenting now, you're a world generator. I don't even want to say the word Starseed. You are a world generator. Who are you? Thank you. Thank you for being in the energy. Thank you for working in the collective. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing us how to show up. Wow. Is there anything else, please, Spirit? Anything else the collective needs to know for their highest good? That is King of Cups wanted to show up just then again. We've got the Five of Swords. Did we have the Five of Swords come out here? No, we had 9 and the Knight. No other swords. In the star at the bottom with the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords wants to talk about loss, conflict, and indecision. So why does that sound familiar? Maybe that was a personal reading that I did before. But then the star energy again. This is Aquarius, and this is all about like happiness, spirituality. So I don't know. Are you actually... So the last message could be that it's just wherever you're sitting in indecision, make a choice. However you need to progress and process forward is permitted, allowed, expected. And don't be so hard on yourself. Woo! Yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. Remember, you're the star. Literally. You're the star, literally. And when you're ready, you can act from this Queen of Pentacles place, this Queen of Coins place, this golden place, and take everything that's yours. Take everything that's yours, because you know that this experience is yours. There's not much more for you to do, but take that step forward in your timing. Don't be rushed. But yeah, take that step forward. That was a freaking beautiful reading. Thank you, Collective, for being a part of that. Remember, if any of it resonated, you can always leave a like. If you want to let me know what it was that resonated, you can leave it in a comment. And if you want to follow along for more readings, or you want a personal reading, I give them away pretty often, and you can just leave me a subscription to try and get one of those. But yeah, I'm opening up 24 slots, 24 slots of time, ranging from $44 to $144. $144, yeah, Australian. Our dollar's not very strong right now, so you can get that. Otherwise, 2 hours before Christmas, and yeah, that's $288. And you can have those hours split or in one reading. But yeah, you can email me from my channel description for all of those details. I've got a price list that I can email you. I was working on a website, but I really honestly don't have a clue how to do it, so I'm leaving it at there. Yeah. Thanks so much for being along for the journey. Thanks so much for tuning in, for sitting with me as I go through and interpret messages for the collective. I really appreciate it. I guess now I can check if anyone wants a reading. Would anyone like a reading? Was anything resonating with anybody? Otherwise, I'm gonna pull another beautiful 10 of cups at the bottom of that deck. I'm gonna pull another oracle card. Chameleon spirit, act as if at the bottom of the deck there, but here we go. I believe that these are the spirit animal. This is another hay house. A lot of my decks are hay house, and then I wish I knew that hay house was something that you could afford cheaply through like Temu or Amazon and that, because I bought all of mine inside of shops and have paid at least 3 times the price. Sometimes 7 times the price. But anyway, I have always enjoyed supporting small local businesses whenever they appear, because one of my local ones has actually disappeared, and I was gut wrenched. I don't know about that. I was heartbroken because I'd only gone in for a reading maybe once or twice, and I've got this... I wish I had supported her more. Like, ow, the holly just stabbed me. And yeah. Anyway, I was just grabbing the book for this card. Oh, this is Eagle Spirit. Butterfly. Lady Dolphin. Eagle Spirit. There you are. Alright, so Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Oracle message. Think of the eagles flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Eagle Spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. Truly, all the wisdom of the world is available to you. When storms flash across the sky, it is Eagle Spirit that raises you above it all, helping you conquer that fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that Spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. At this moment, you are meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by Spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space and know that you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying Eagle Spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. That is a large chunk of information, and there is more over the page, so I will continue reading. Protection message. If you are walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed, Eagle Spirit is here to tell you that is only because right now you are meant to fly. Soar over the troubles that have you feeling scared and alone. See the big picture, yet retain your eagle eye for the details that help you claim your wisdom and courage. Or perhaps you are making yourself small for the sake of getting others to accept you. Now is not the time to be vulnerable and dependent, for you have the wings to fly on your own, and you need to do that at this time. There is... Oh, hold on. What have I done? There is no need to huddle in a shelter or even seek out a flock to support you. For Eagle Spirit says you have tremendous wisdom and courage within. Let it arise so that you might soar proudly, with the angels serving as the wind beneath your wings. From these heights, you can make the best and most powerful choices for the highest good of all. Eagle Spirit. Wow! Collective, thank you very much. Thanks for joining in, and yeah, I think that's all for now. Tarot cards are fake. Okay. That's it. I'm happy. That was beautiful. I have been on here for an hour and something minutes. I don't know. Cool. I feel like that is the message. Does anyone want a reading before I disappear? Happy to disappear. It's 7:37 just now. 7:37. Any of the numbers that stood out in this reading? I don't really think so. Numerology is sort of like for me. You know, once you start looking at the numbers, how do you stop looking at the numbers? Gosh. All right. Let me cleanse the energy before everyone leaves, before anyone Clear the air, clear the cards, make sure that everything is no worries. Ms. Aisha. And yeah, that was the reading for today. I'll clear with Palo Santo to start with. Spirit of my ancestors, Source, God, Universe, thank you for being present here today. Thank you for delivering messages to the collective. Thank you for using me as a willing vessel to deliver messages to the collective. I am humbled by your willingness to participate with us, with this species. And I thank you for every person who connects with this content, every person who connects with this message, spirit that comes through from the divine. I thank you for the opportunity to deliver messages in the way that I do, in the place that I do. And I ask that you continue to bless each and every person in the exact way that they need to be blessed so that they can move forward in their own lives, in their own power, and never need to rely on an external source for authority, guidance, or anything. And as I always say, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and also get your own cards. They are an amazing way for you to connect with your own ancestors and with God and with Source, with the entire experience in a unique and new way. So yeah, thank you very much. Ooh, just a bit of Palo Santo. It's just a bit of a hocus pocus. Oh, I love that. All right. Nobody has asked for a reading, so I feel like I have done as I need to do. I'll double check again. Have I done what I need to do here, please, Spirit? Can I go? Four of Swords. Time to rest. Yep. Eight of Swords. Move away from what? No longer 79 of coins. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. All right. I will catch you on the next one. Full came out as well. You know what you need to do from here, collective. You know where to reach me. You can email me. You can comment on one of these things to reach me. Yeah, I'm happy to jump on whenever I need to. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining in and catching in. 212 views. That's a great place to end. Because that was in the 212. Hey yo, you caught me riding on the same song. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, da da bing bong. I said, hey, how the hey to the head of my daddy, boom, ba da ba dee do da boo da ba da be da bip beam. Oh my gosh. I think it's time for some food. My energies are like, woo! I always get that way after a reading, like after a session reading. So much freaking energy comes through. It's like, Source, please. At the end especially, it's like, please take it all back. Like, ground it all into the collective experience. I don't need to sit in it. I don't need to absorb it. I just observe it. I share it. I give it. So I'm just going to put this in the smoke, shuffle out the reading. That's exactly why, because the Page of Pentacles and the Fool. So here at the exit, what do we do? Let's take a breath as we say adieu Deep breath in, everyone. Deep, 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 deep breath in through your nose and breathing out. Oh, sorry. Breathing in. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, I pray you're always near to hear it. I thank you for sending your angels into this space. I thank you for allowing our ancestors to connect with us, to deliver us messages for the highest good of the entire collective, allowing these messages to pass through anybody that needs to pass through for the right person to receive the message at the right time. I thank you. I thank you, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, for placing in me an attentive heart and an attentive mind to be aware of when I need to come online and when I need to go offline. I thank you for discernment, and I thank you for the gifts of the Holy Spirit, which I use in order to bring forward the best parts of myself into the collective experience, as does everybody who connects with this content, I believe. Thank you. Wow, 1:33:13 on the timer there. Thank you so much for being a part of this. In all honesty, this entire journey belongs to you as much as it belongs to me. So thank you for participating in any way that you do, and thank you for hanging around whenever you can. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. I'm so proud of you.